While God hovered over the face of the deep, before the heavens and earth were created, or light came to be, we were here, water. And throughout time, the humans waited in us, waiting with uncertainty, and spent hours walking to fetch us from the wells and rivers for their villages and families. They drank us and sailed us and revered us and feared us and served us and purified us and talked around office coolers and quietly watered their plants. And while we evaporated and rained down, we were still watching. So, you see, we have witnessed it all, and we reveal this. We, water, lived in every person's body, measuring the pain of humanity through their tears, to be with them in pain. But in the end, we say too many tears were shed throughout history. They inflicted too much hurt on each other to bear. There were too many tears. But there were also more tears from the laughter amongst friends than we ever expected there'd be at the creation of the world. We stand by our testimony that tears of laughter were shed, and we have decided that for the sake of friendship, that humanity should be redeemed.
I am light. They sought me, thinkers and seekers alike, while I burned bright. In their holy flames, in bulbs, in the sun himself. And I have seen the true smile in children's eyes on birthdays as they made their wishes. I was reflected in lovers' glances over romantic candlelit dinners, and I watched. Each one of my flames saw and bore witness, and they praised me, they respected me, but not entirely. They didn't like me as much when I dimmed. They only cared for me in my fullest and brightest. They compared the night and darkness to evil and wrong choices and depression and hard times, never knowing that it was still me, light. And all hues are just not the same. And so this is my testimony, that people like shiny things. For the most part, they refuse the weak and the sick and the downtrodden until it's their parent. Until it's truly someone they love. So to every caretaker that ever was, you are the testimony I give, that humanity should continue to exist, for I have witnessed love.
For one, I must talk about my well-being. I am air, and must make one thing aboundingly clear. Nature will be here whether humans exist or not. Because more than anything, I was force-fed fossil fuels, polluted and abused. I tried to teach them what it was to make space, to be the backdrop for the birds and sunsets, and how they could hold each other lightly, egolessly. And most never learned. So I just carried their gossiping words through the ethers. Yet, I also saw something. With me, they would speak to the heavens, the purest prayers and praise. While I carried kites and swings and airplanes, rockets, spacecrafts, skyscrapers. And so I saw that at their core, humanity was made of awe and dreams. And then there was my favorite thing. When they'd lie down and look up and name the shapes in the clouds, they'd see animals there I didn't even know I had in me. And this is my truest testimony. I stand by the boundless expanse in their souls and minds. And for the sake of vision and imagination, I ask that they be pardoned.
And finally, the ground. I am the earth. I am a mother first and foremost. I will say it plainly. I gave them bounty and beauty, bananas and peaches and olives and grain, and they tamed me and they hoarded me. And most of them distanced themselves in the name of protection. And I spent most of my time pining for them in my heart. Yet I pity them. I have a deep sadness for these children. They did to me what they did to themselves, always wanting to be more, branding themselves, creating fancy ideals about themselves to each other. It was a rare thing when they felt they were enough. While I was there, always, sturdy beneath their feet, telling them, I got you. You are enough. I fell in love, you see, with each hiker's footprint, each mountain climber's hand. I couldn't help but kiss each fingerprint of the ones pruning or planting a tomato, picnicking or toiling in the fields, humming in the gardens, resting by a tree. Very few knew that each tree knew their name. Most of all, I loved keeping track of how the size of their feet changed over time, and the changing weight of their bodies told stories. I would miss their stories most of all, should they be banished from our midst. So, for each who may have fallen off of a horse or a bike and gotten up again, for each knee scrape, for lessons learned, for the sake of moving forward, I give this testimony. That I have full faith in humanity, a strange certainty in their resiliency. I do not know how to fix the problems they have. It would be easy to banish them through a quake.
Or if just one of us turned our backs for a single short moment. If I did, they would suffocate.
We have given our testimony
To the best of our knowledge and sight regarding human